Everyone, Ember Power here. I hope you're all having a nice day. And in today's video, we basically have some interesting news. A new mechanic has been revealed, and I thought we'd take a look at it. It is the Arceus or Arceus. I do not know how to pronounce that for the life of me. Probably Arceus though. Arceus VSTAR. So VSTAR is a mechanic that was revealed quite a while back now. I've read further down, it says it was revealed sometime last year. So we've known about this mechanic for ages, basically, but we just haven't known what it entails. And it's really interesting, actually. I think this could be really good for the game. I'm not sure if it's one set limited, though, which is interesting. And there's another column about it being a sort of, is it an ability, is it an attack kind of thing, which we'll get into. So without further ado, what is V-Star? So V-Star will debut in Japan's Starbirth set this coming January. So if it's coming out in Japan in January, we should start seeing cards from that set by December, which is really good news. I mean, it's not too long to wait. And then the English version of this, which was revealed right now, and then that this card was the 123rd of 172. So we don't know what English set this will be, but it will likely come out with in that set, and then we'll get that one in February, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. So it'll be in our February set. So what is V-Star itself? V-Star, it's essentially a stage 1 V Pokemon. And that, well, you're thinking, oh, that's just a VMAX. Well, it is, and it isn't. VMAX are kind of just a bigger, tankier creature. I think V-Stars are more exclusive. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if all the V-Star Pokemon are either mythical, legendary, or very popular ones like Charizard and Pikachu, I guess. Because I think V-Star are going to be sort of exclusive, rarer forms of that Pokemon. You know, it kind of says it in the name, this kind of VIP kind of aspect of V-Star. So without dawdling too much, what does it do? Well, Arceus V, just a basic bulk standard V here. There's like nothing terribly interesting about this. It's what you expect from an evolving V. But then we actually go to the Arceus V Star, and it has two things going for it. It has the attack. It has quite high HP, like pretty decent. It also has this V Star power, Starbirth. So during your turn, you may search your deck for any two cards and put them in your hand. Jeez. Then shuffle your deck, and then you can't use more than one V-Star power in a game. So it says V-Star power, and it doesn't say V-Star ability, which is interesting to me because that suggests that this could be an attack. Like, it doesn't actually have to be an ability. You know, this effect could be, this V-Star power could be like a Jax attack, for example. It won't be just an ability, if that makes sense. So off the bat, I think this is pretty good. Like, it's search your deck for only two cards. A lot of decks will like this. However, it's a once per game kind of thing. And after that, what does the card have to offer? Well, it has a really strong attack in the form of Trinity Nova. So for 3 colorless energy, it does 200 damage. This attack is very reminiscent of ADP, actually. But Trinity Nova, 200 damage for 3 energy, pretty solid. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy. So it is limited to basic energy, I guess. And attach them to your Pokemon V in any way you like. So Bronzong comes to mind to be able to attach to this guy first. Melanie, Inteleon, those kind of deck engines. But either way, it's an interesting move. Definitely sets up another attacker. I'm thinking Shadow Rider probably. But the main thing to take away from this card is that it has a once per game move, and it also has like 280 HP, right? So the reason why HP is interesting is because this is not going to be as tanky as a VMAX, and it also only gives up 2 prize cards. So 2 prize cards, 280 HP. So it has tag team health, but it is a stage 1, and it is giving up 2 prize cards, and it has a GX attack style ability. So a little bit unfortunate that they are sort of, I guess, rehashing old mechanics and remodeling them into new ones. But at the same time, I think the GX mechanic worked out really well until tag teams came along. So if this can continue the whole GX thing about, okay, we need to actually evolve to get to these really powerful cards, then I still think that's good. Also, the reduced HP is a good sign, because if 280 is actually on the high end for these guys, then that should mean that the HP just continues to get a bit lower. That's always good for one prizers. It means that they're not trying to, if you have to 3-hit kill your opponent, then you're basically trash. Well, now, if you can at least hit 140, that's a step up from VMAXs, I guess. So I do think this is good for the game. It's good progression. One thing I will say though is about the sets is that if this is releasing, I think it mentions it up here. If this will release in February, so we will have approximately one more year from next rotation, a very long time off. It's like next August. There'll be at least one more set full of VMAX. So there'll be a whole year of this guy and whatever other V-Star Pokemon. Hopefully, I'm genuinely guessing there will be a lot more of these revealed. But these V-Star Pokemon with VMAX, there'll be one more set. So one more rotation, sorry. So that's kind of a problem in my opinion, just because we have all these 3 prizes and then tanky 2 prizes. I'd rather it was one, not the other. But it is what it is, and these guys should have a year by themselves without the VMAX in the round. So and then 2023 rotation, I guess, will have just these guys and not the VMAX. And then that raises another question, which I'm not, and it's a question that I don't think anyone else has really brought up, and that is this like a one set mechanic? Because this is called V-Star, and it's in the set Starbirth. So we can guess Starbirth is probably about Arceus, Jirachi, that kind of thing. But if it's Starbirth, is this the birth of a new mechanic? Is this kind of going to be a continuous thing like VMAXs and GX and EX were? Or is this going to be a kind of one-off event? I personally hope it's not a one-off event. I hope that these stick around. Obviously, I didn't make this very clear in my recent videos, but the reason why I haven't been uploading that much is because I haven't been that happy with the state of the game right now. I think it's kind of ridiculous at this point. There's very few decks that are like cheap, I guess, and that are able to compete at all. And what you're left with is a world where 340 HP Eternatus VMAX can flatten everything. But this is a good sign that they're going down in the number of prize cards and they're going down in HP, because HP is just good because it means more decks can actually see play. And sorry. And then the fact that it gives up 2 prize cards, it means the game's actually taking longer. It requires more decision making. And of course, we'll probably see V-Star Pokemon that are actually support based, like this one. I mean, maybe you do use this card for its Supernova attack, but the ability is great. It'll be good for control and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how these develop. Is it worth actually having this 2-2 line of cards if you can only use it once per game? All these questions will have to be answered at some point. I'm eager to see what else is revealed from this set, but I know that we have the Fusion Strike set coming out very shortly. I think it's 12th of November or something. So I'll have to check out that set and see how Mew VMAX and Genesect and Gengar, especially Gengar, impact the format. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think about Arceus V-Star in the comment section, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you.